Hello, and welcome to the Tronix Software TeraScript installation video series. In this video, we're guiding you through configuring your Windows system to use TeraScript Server with IIS. There are 3 steps for configuring IIS on a Windows system: installing the ISAPI Extensions module, registering the TeraScript Client plugin, and building the TeraScript Client plugin mapping. At the end of this video, we'll also give instructions for configuring application pools that may be necessary depending on your system. The ISAPI Extensions module may already be installed on your system. If so, you won't need to make any changes during this step. Open the Control Panel. Click on Programs, and then click on Turn Windows Features On or Off. The window may take a minute to load all of the features. When the window has loaded a list of features, you may need to scroll down to find Internet Information Services. Click in the box to select it, and then click the plus sign to expand the list. Do the same for the box next to World Wide Web Services, and click the plus sign. Click in the box to select Application Development Features, and click the plus sign. Check the box next to ISAPI Extensions to select it, then click OK. It may take a minute for the changes to be saved. The next step is to register the TeraScript Client plugin. The TeraScript Server Client is an IIS plugin that allows your IIS server to accept requests from your TeraScript applications, directs them to the TeraScript server for processing, and responds the results to IIS. The control panel should still be open. Select the System and Security link on the left. Click on Administrative Tools. Find the Internet Information Services IIS Manager shortcut in the list and double-click on it. This opens a new window with the IIS Manager. Locate the Modules icon in the center section of the window and double-click on it. There should be an ISAPI module entry in the list of modules. If it's not there, then you'll need to check the settings from the first part of this video. Once you've found the entry in the list, you can click the Back button. In the same area of the window where you found the Modules icon, there is an icon for ISAPI and CGI restrictions. Double-click on it. In the right pane of the IIS Manager window, locate the Actions heading and click once on the Add link. In the window that opens, click the Browse button, the 3 dots, and navigate to the TeraScript Server folder in the TeraScript Installation folder. By default, this is located at C, Program Files, Tronix Software. Click once on the IIS_TeraScript.dll file and click Open. The path is now listed in the ISAPI or CGI path field. You'll want to give the restriction a descriptive name. For example, we can type TeraScript Server. Check the box next to Allow Extension Path to Execute, and then click OK. In the list, you'll now see TeraScript Server. Before your IIS web server can serve TeraScript application files, IIS must have the file mapping added to the web instance that has the TeraScript file. The IIS Manager window should still be open from the previous step. If necessary, click on the connection name under the Connections heading in the pane on the left. Click the arrow next to Sites to expand the list. Click once on the server or website on which you wish to run TeraScript. For this example, we're using the default website. Double-click on the Handler Mappings icon in the center part of the window. We're now going to add mappings for the TeraScript file extensions used by your application. By default, These are .taf, .tcf, and .tml. Let's start with .taf. Under the Actions heading in the right pane, click on Add Module Mapping. Enter the extension to be mapped in the Request Path field. In this case, type an asterisk character followed by .taf. The asterisk indicates a wildcard, and typing *.taf indicates that you'd like all files with the extension .taf processed by TeraScript Server. From the Module drop-down menu, select ISAPI module. In the Executable field, click the Browse button, the three dots, and navigate to the same folder we used earlier. Select the IIS_TeraScript.dll file and click Open. Give the mapping a name. For example, we can call it TeraScript TAF and click OK. Click Yes if a dialog box appears asking if you want to allow the ISAPI extension. You should now see your named mapping, TeraScript TAF, in the list of handler mappings, and your website is now able to process TeraScript files with TeraScript Server. IIS requires that you add a separate mapping for each extension you'd like TeraScript Server to process. Let's repeat these steps to add a mapping for .tml and .tcf. Add a module mapping. Type *.tml. Select ISAPI module. Use the same DLL file, and give this a name. Click OK, click Yes, and you'll see it's in the list. Now we'll need to do this one more time. For the TCF file extension. Now you'll see all three are in your list. Your IIS is now configured to direct requests for TAF, TCF, and TML files to the TeraScript client plugin. This step is only necessary if your system meets the following criteria. You're running a 64-bit installation of Windows. This machine previously ran an earlier 32-bit Windows with TeraScript Server installed. You'd like to run the current version of TeraScript Server in the same application pool as the earlier installation. If all of these statements apply, you will need to follow these steps to ensure your current TeraScript Server install functions correctly. The IIS Manager window should still be open from the previous step. Locate the Connections heading in the pane on the left side, directly under the File menu. Click once on Application Pools to select it. Click once on the default app pool listed in the center of the window. Under the Actions heading, in the pane on the right side, click on the Advanced Setting link located under the Edit Application Pool subheading. Find the General group, which may be listed first. Click the plus sign to expand it, if necessary. Once the General group is open, find the Enable 32-bit Applications option and click on it to select it. After you select it, a drop-down menu appears next to the value. Click the drop-down menu and select False.